Okay, everybody, just showing these most excellent switches. They are like supposedly like special edition. I wouldn't say they're extremely rare because they actually did make quite a bit of these, and they'll probably make more. When I first tried to get one of these, I tried on Amazon, and then they were sold out, and then I tried GameStop, and they're like, oh yeah, you'll have to pre-order it online, and I'm just like, through GameStop.com? Yes. And so GameStop is just not GameStop anymore. You don't stop there for games, and there's a reason, because nobody cares to do anything there. So what we have here is, so if you try ordering one from Amazon, you got to watch out, because I tried to get one, and it was during the hurricane. It was coming out of Florida, so that was a big mistake. It was like 3 months late, or 3 months never showed up. So I canceled that order. Also, as far as it goes, I wanted to buy one of these and put it away. Now, at the time when I ordered this, I thought, hey, you could get one, and, I thought I would come back and buy it, or just not buy it at all. But now I actually have a reason to buy it for my daughter. So this one came from Gamer Zone on eBay. So I got his at a lot cheaper price than buying it from Amazon. Amazon was higher than buying it from him. So Gamer Zone on eBay was, it was cheaper price than Amazon. Amazon was wanting quite a bit for it, and I don't understand why. It's just, it's not sealed. And Nintendo did not seal these. I was under the assumption that they would be sealed, but they're not, no matter how you look at it, even if they're bought day one. So I got one from Amazon, wondering, will it show up? And I didn't think it would show up. It was really weird. It said it was a company out of California or something. So I'm like, yeah, that'll take weeks. Nope. It was 3 days. I didn't think it would show up in 3 days. So at the time I was like, well, here's my backup. I'm getting it from eBay. It's cheaper, and I'll be able to cancel this one. Nope, that didn't happen. So I've got two thoughts here. The two thoughts are, one, we'll hook up and play and for my daughter, and the other one I'll put away for my daughter and for collecting. And then probably in 10 years, it'll be worth nothing because it has a battery pack in it and it's open. So the one that came from Gamer Zone on eBay, I'm going to have to say I'm not going to open his, because it's the same thing. I mean, it's already been opened. I mean, I told him not to open it. We're going to put it away. So as far as it goes, this is, it says no game included. So remember, there are two versions of these. So whenever you see this seal right here that says Zelda, as you can see, it says Zelda. Well, that's the regional version. It's basically an unlocked version that plays all UK, Japan, and everything. So this is basically the regional version. This is not the American version. Okay, the American version says special edition and has Spanish writing or Mexican. So basically what we're saying is, here in America we have two languages, which I didn't know that was possible, but okay. Apparently in every state's a little different, right? In the United States, there's you got more of this race, more of that culture, more of this and that. And so basically it'll have what do you call that? Mexican writing? I don't know. Spanish. So you'll have American and Spanish or whatever. And basically it's because we have two large groups of people living in this country right now. And so as you'll see, this here, if you ask me, this version here should be the American version, because this is the version everybody wants. But from what I read and all the information I gathered, this seal is the universal one. That's the regional one. And so, due to the condition of this box being a little more worn from Amazon, I'm going to open that one, and we're going to put his away and seal it away for later. They do not come sealed at all. You'll see that the tab right here, there is no seal on any of these, okay? So, as far as it goes, it's a pretty decent box, you know, but that's the main difference. I think also on the American version, there's a big red thing on the side here, just to let you know. It's not just where it says, you know, special edition, and it doesn't even say, like, I don't think it says Zelda. You can see them online. You'll see two different versions, and the American version special edition, like I said, it has two languages on the box, okay? So I find that kind of weird. Like, why couldn't you just make it this type of box and call it a day, you know? Like, do we really have that much of a learning curve in America? So anyways, I think on this side of the box, there's a big red thing that says something on the American version. But as you can see, it's comes with, what do we got here? Everything that's in the way here. So, just trying to show you. It's not perfect. Nothing is. So when you first open the box, you're going to get all this shown to you. And it comes with stuff here. And, you know, so this one here, you know, I'm not going to put my main account on there. Just going to start a new account that says Zelda and just let it be, you know. Not put any kind of online anything, because it's just going to be for her to play games on or something. And it may be years before she ever plays a game on it. So these little Switch controllers come pretty neat. There's some sort of writing here. Let's take a look. What is in this? See, they don't even seal that stuff anymore. Look at that. So here we have a little seal that's reflective. Pretty cool. Okay. Probably the same thing with this other one, you know. Got us a little seal over here. As you can see, there's the connectors, the little button that lights up, all that stuff. Once again, a little seal there. You got the buttons. Now, there's a problem. I don't really like the Switch. When the Switch came out, my mom gave me a Switch. I didn't want a Switch ever. I was totally against it, because I think gaming should not be with this. I mean, it's cool to have this, but I never use it. I'm old-fashioned. And to be honest with you, the Switch, I'm just going to go there. These controllers are so small. Like, literally, my finger is longer than the controller. You know what I mean? And kids are going to break that. You know, you'd be like, oh, it's got drift. Well, it's got drift because it's cheap. Trust me. So, here we have the Switch console. It's got all the stuff in there. And I'm sure everybody has already seen all of these by now, because it's the same thing as a Switch. I mean, there's nothing really special about it. So, we're going to end up putting it away. So you got your little Switch light, Switch whatever. It's an OLED setup. And so this kind of just comes out, and it's just a big old cardboard piece, you know. Not very impressive. Now, here is what some people are talking about the dock. About the dock being special. You know, oh, you know, there's, you know, somebody said there was 2 different docks out there, and I'm like, yeah, not really. Not that I've seen. But let's see here. This is a great little video here. This thing's sealed up to where I can't even get it. Okay, here we go. It's open on this side. So, people that love these things, I didn't think this was as great of a design. I'm sure they put a lot of options out there for Nintendo. Like, here's our design. And I'm going to be honest. You know, it's just not, it's not that great to me. I think you could have went full golden Triforce. Just, you know, something special. But I guess they were trying to get away from black, and so they just went with white and gold. So it's all right, but I could have came up with a lot more designs. It looks like they ran out of ideas, so we were putting circles over here. And then there's your dock, and it says switch on the top. And then you have designs on the back here where this panel actually pops up, and it, well, I guess this one just came out completely. My other one kind of rotates open like this. So this one completely popped right off. I guess that's how they do it now. The other one, the other switch that I have, the original switch, that door just kind of swings open, you know. So they did kind of redesign it. HDMI out, and then they added something here. So those of you buying the OLED, you're going to know that right now that is an Ethernet port over there that says the word LAN right here. They added a LAN. So they added an Ethernet port. I don't know why they're calling it a LAN. I mean, I just would put Ethernet or Internet. I don't know what it is, but you know, whatever, right? So the whole point being here is Nintendo Switch has a problem. When they first came out, another reason why I didn't like it is it was a wireless console. So I didn't want to go into big detail about this, but I guess I'm going to. Basically, the console itself, they didn't have internet connection. You didn't have an internet connection. All you had was these USB, which I have it sitting over there, which I can prove. Basically, I bought an adapter to be able to do this. So let's see if I can actually show you. So, this Nintendo Switch down here, this is what you had to buy separately to have internet, you know? So, basically, it's got the Ethernet port there. You know, your Ethernet, and then hooks up USB to the Switch. Imagine that. Like, you know, you were wondering why nobody really likes the Switch. I mean, most people like the Switch. It's good for kids, I guess, but let me tell you, if you're making something these days, it's got to be robust and built for the house. And charge more, you know, if you have to. I mean, make your money, for Christ's sakes, you know what I mean? I mean, this ain't no joke. I mean, do it right. Do it right and do it once. Let's not do it 200 times. You know what I mean? So, obviously, you know, HDMI cable. Looks like a base HDMI, maybe 1080p in my opinion. I don't even think it's 4K, you know? You know, so I never use their cables that they give you. I always use like an 8K or a 4K cable for their stuff. And then, of course, you have your famous battery pack here, probably made in China. You know, that's where everything is. And then it gives you a little controller holder, which is most excellent, you know. I don't know, did the Switch, I think the original Switch did come with this, actually. So, yeah, I mean, I've got it put away, but, you know, here they are trying to make something like Xbox. Hey, man, we gave you a controller, man, you know. The real reason behind this whole thing with Nintendo having these OLED flat screen little handhelds is because of Japan, okay? In Japan, they don't really have big houses. In Japan, they don't have, everybody's cluttered into one area kind of thing. Your house is small. Everything's kind of small over there. And I know it may sound kind of crazy, but I'm just telling you, Japan is just not, you know, it's a great place. It's awesome to visit, but I would never want to live there, especially because of the earthquakes. So the reason why is because of Japan. Everybody's handheld over there. Everybody likes to play on their hands and walk around on their hands, whatever. As far as it goes, you can't really enjoy a good TV setup where you have an 85-inch TV. Here in America, that's how we do it, okay? We're going bigger and bigger. I remember when I was a kid, I was trying to get a bigger TV, and all we had was tube TVs, and 32-inch was like, you know, the biggest tube TV you could get. Well, not anymore, people. as far as it goes, you gotta upgrade. People play these games. Most of Americans, if you're gonna enjoy it, I say enjoy it on a big screen TV. Now, I'm glad that Nintendo added this LAN adapter on here, because that makes it worth it more, in my opinion. As far as it goes. So I think that's a great idea, instead of having to use these USBs, and then you're using up ports that, have no use. What if you want to charge a controller or something? You know what I mean? So, as far as this being a better docking station, it's great that they added the LAN in there. So you don't have to go out and buy that adapter, Because that adapter, I think I had to pay $40 to get that adapter, everybody. Or more, just for that little adapter. So, there are either 3 or 4 versions of this collector's edition. I didn't say that at the beginning. There's the Japan one for Japan. Then there's the American one that has American and Mexican language. And then you have this regional one. There might be another version, but I only know of 3. Japanese, American, and then the regional. So, if you're buying one today, this late, you're getting this one most likely. There's the one that says special edition. There's nothing special about it. It's just got the Mexican writing on there. Okay? So, it is what it is. I guess it's a big sales point for them to make different ones, but I think they just should have stuck with this one for America and regional. Okay? Let's not make 50 different versions of boxes. It's not that needed. Because I like the Zelda word better because it just says special edition. It doesn't say anything cool. You got to have it stand out that that's what it is. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video. We're going to hook this one up, put that on away. Thanks GamerZone from eBay. Yours is getting put away because it's in better condition. Imagine that. Something come from an eBay that's in better condition? Oh, whoa. So he did a good job. Thank you guys. Until next time, everybody, enjoy.